All right, so get this. Today, we're diving deep into something pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's 50 creative writing prompts. Specifically, we're looking at this awesome blog post on lestallion.com.
Cool.
And let me tell you, these prompts are not your typical, like, what did I eat for breakfast
Yeah.
kind of journal prompts.
Yeah, these are way more interesting.
Definitely. Way more, like, imagination sparking.
I think anyone could use them, really.
Oh, absolutely.
Not just people who think of themselves as writers, right?
Totally. Just for anyone who wants to, like, explore their creative side.
Yeah, or do some self-reflection.
Yeah, exactly. There are a few here that I'm already, like, dying to try out myself.
Oh, which ones?
Well, I don't want to spoil it all, but there's one about
On.
a mystical forest where every tree holds a secret memory.
Ooh.
I know, right? There's another one about, like, the world suddenly getting a new color.
What?
Yeah, but only you can see it.
Oh, that's a fun one.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The blog post breaks them down into these 5 categories. Spark your imagination, exploring emotions, building worlds, characters and connections, and unexpected twists.
It's nice. Very organized.
Right. So let's start with spark your imagination. I'm already drawn to this one, like I mentioned. Write about a mystical forest where each tree holds a secret memory. It just screams fantasy novel.
Definitely. And I think it really gets at this connection between nature and memory.
Oh, for sure.
Like trees, they live for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Witnessing everything. Imagine the stories they could tell.
Right. Like if only they can talk.
Exactly. What secrets would they whisper?
Oh, I like that. It's not just about describing a forest. It's like,
There's more to it.
yeah, there's a history there and mystery.
Even magic, maybe.
Oh, yeah, totally. And, okay, this next one really makes you think about how to describe things.
Okay, hit me.
Imagine the world has just gained a new color that only you can see. I mean, how do you even begin to describe that?
It's like explaining blue to someone who's been blind since birth.
Right. It's like you have to think of our color completely differently.
Like, what does it evoke emotionally?
Yeah. And what does it symbolize?
And how does it, like, interact with the other senses?
This is a great exercise for anyone, honestly, even if you don't consider yourself a writer.
For real.
Like, it's about evoking a feeling rather than just saying, it's purple or whatever.
Totally. Like, think about how those awesome sci-fi authors like Ursula K. Le Guin or China Miéville describe those crazy alien worlds.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This prompt could be like your first step towards building your own unique world.
I am sold. I am so in. Okay, let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
Let's go to the exploring emotions category. These get a bit deeper, right?
Sure.
This one stopped me in my tracks. Imagine someone who loses the ability to feel sadness.
Oh.
I know, right? Makes you think about what happiness even means.
It does. It's like, would you even want to live without sadness?
Right. Like, would anything even feel meaningful?
It's a great prompt for, like, character development.
Absolutely.
Thinking about the human condition and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of like a thought experiment, right?
Live it lightly.
It's philosophical, almost.
Definitely. Like, could you even experience joy if you'd never felt sorrow?
Exactly.
Mhm.
And then you think about how that person would connect with others.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Like, what happens when someone they care about is going through something really hard?
That's a great story idea.
Right. Okay, this next one I think we can all relate to on some level.
Okay, what is it?
Write about a time when someone faced their greatest fear and came out stronger on the other side. I mean, we've all had to face something we were terrified of, right?
Definitely. Whether it's public speaking or some big life change, there's always something.
Exactly. It's like that moment when you have to just go for it, even though you're scared.
Yeah, and you come out the other side, like, change.
Totally. What did you learn about yourself? How are you different now?
Oh, I love that. It's like you're not just telling a story, you're reflecting on your own experiences.
Totally, yeah. It's almost therapeutic in a way.
It is.
Okay, I am ready to build some worlds.
All right, me too.
Let's go to building worlds. This is where things get really fun.
For sure.
Okay, this prompt is so good. Describe a world where everyone has a unique superpower, except for one person.
Ooh, what a twist.
Right. It's like the opposite of a superhero story.
Yeah, suddenly being ordinary is extraordinary.
Right. How would that person even fit in?
Would they try to get powers too?
Or would they embrace being different?
So many possibilities.
Okay, get ready for this one. Write about a planet where time moves backward.
Okay, now my mind is blown.
I know, right? Like you'd experience the consequences before you even made the choices.
Oh, like cause and effect is totally flipped.
This is some Christopher Nolan level stuff right here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Makes you question reality itself.
This is why I love these deep dives. They make you think.
Absolutely. They push you beyond your comfort zone and everything.
And we're just getting started. There's so much more to explore.
Can't wait. Okay, ready to move on.
Yeah, bring it on.
All right, so these prompts really take you to some interesting places, right? Like from superpowers to like backwards time,
Pretty wild.
for sure. Okay, what's next?
All right, let's shift gears a bit and talk about relationships.
Okay, I like it.
So the next category is characters and connections. This is all about, exploring those bonds between people.
I'm intrigued.
And this first prompt, it's a classic for a reason. Describe a friendship that blossoms between two unlikely individuals.
Oh, I love those. It's like the whole opposites attract thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the grumpy old detective partnered with the super enthusiastic rookie.
Yeah, we see it all the time in movies and books.
For sure. But it never gets old, does it?
It really doesn't. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. There's just something satisfying about seeing two characters from completely different worlds collide.
Yeah, and then somehow they find common ground. Totally. Think about like Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Oh, yeah, classic.
Or for a more modern take, the main characters in The Good Place.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just about the humor of like their personalities clashing, though.
Yeah.
It's about how they like challenge each other and grow because of their connection.
Totally. They make each other better people, in a way.
This prompt really gets you thinking about like how people interact.
Yeah.
Like how can people from such different backgrounds with different values and stuff learn to understand each other?
It's a good reminder that we can all connect, even if we seem totally different on the surface.
Okay, this next one is a bit more emotional.
Okay, let's hear it.
Write about a long-lost sibling reuniting with their family after decades.
Whoa, that's heavy.
Right. Think about all those unspoken words, all those missed years.
Yeah, and the mix of emotions like joy, but also apprehension.
It's like finding a piece of yourself that you thought was gone forever.
And then trying to rebuild those relationships after so much time.
Would they even recognize each other?
And what about old wounds? Do they resurface?
Oh, that's a good question. Or is there a chance for healing?
So many possibilities.
This prompt really digs into, like, family dynamics and what it means to belong.
Yeah, deep stuff. Okay, I'm ready for a change of pace.
Me too.
What's next?
Okay, hold on to your hats,
Okay.
because we're entering the unexpected twists category.
Oh, I love a good twist.
Me too. These prompts are all about, like, taking those familiar story ideas and flipping them around.
Nice.
It's about surprising your readers.
And keeping them guessing.
Exactly. Okay, first up, imagine a character who finds themselves in a looping day. We've all seen Groundhog Day, right?
Of course.
But what if we take that concept and, like, really explore it?
Oh, yeah, there's so much you could do with that.
Not just about the comedy. Think about, like, self-improvement.
Yeah, like what would it take to break out of the loop?
Exactly. And what lessons would your character have to learn?
Ooh, good one.
So this concept, the time loop,
Yeah.
it's pretty popular.
It is. Like we see it in Edge of Tomorrow and Palm Springs.
Even some books, too.
Yeah, Source Code, Before I Fall.
It makes you think about all the choices we make. Yeah.
And how, even small decisions can have big consequences.
Okay, I am ready for another mind bender.
Okay, get ready for this. Write about a character who finds a book that writes itself as they live their life.
Whoa. Hold on.
I know, right? Like, what does that even mean?
It's like your life story's already written out.
Yeah, but it's being written as you live it.
So freaky. It makes you think about free will, right?
Totally. Do you have any control over your choices?
Or are you just following a script?
This prompt is deep.
It is.
Really gets into those philosophical questions.
Big time.
Like, what is destiny? What is the power of narrative?
This is some Twilight Zone level stuff.
It is.
It's blurring the lines between reality and fiction.
Exactly. This is why I love creative writing.
It
It lets you explore all these impossible things.
Okay, hit me with another one. Okay, how about this? Imagine a character who can see into other dimensions but can't control what they see or when.
Whoa.
Right. It's like imagine 1,000 TV channels playing in your head all at once.
And you can't change the channel.
Exactly. It's sensory overload.
Would you even be able to function?
It makes you think about the limits of human perception
For sure.
and like what's really out there.
It's like, what if those other dimensions start bleeding into our reality?
that's a scary thought.
Right, like a horror movie in your own mind.
And you can't escape it.
Okay, let's take it down a notch.
Okay, back to reality.
Sort of.
All right, how about this? Write about a character who gets a chance to meet their childhood hero only to uncover a surprising truth.
Ooh, I like this one. It's like that saying, never meet your heroes.
Yeah, sometimes they don't live up to the hype.
Exactly. And that can be really disappointing.
Especially if that hero, like, really influenced you.
Totally. But it could also be a learning experience, right?
Oh, for sure. Like, maybe the character learns that their hero is just a flawed human being.
Right. Nobody's perfect.
And maybe that makes them even more relatable.
Okay, now for a real moral dilemma.
Oh, lay it on me.
Write about a time when a character has to make a choice between saving someone they love and saving the world.
Whoa. Talk about a tough decision.
Right. Do you put your personal feelings first?
Or the greater good.
There's no easy answer.
This is such a classic setup for, like, superhero stories.
Oh, for sure. Like Superman trying to save Lois Lane.
Yeah, or Spider-Man trying to balance his personal life and his responsibilities.
It's a good reminder that sometimes there are no good choices.
And that even the best intentions can have unintended consequences.
Okay, this next one is really interesting. Picture a world where memories can be traded like currency.
Whoa. What?
I know, right?
Well, yeah.
Like, how do you even put a value on a memory?
And what would people be willing to trade?
It makes you think about what memories really mean to us.
Yeah, are they just, like, commodities?
It also makes you think about the ethics of it all.
Oh, for sure. Like, imagine if the wealthy could just buy the best memories.
Or what if people start stealing memories?
This could be a whole dystopian novel right here.
Totally. Okay, let's lighten the mood a bit.
Agreed. What do you have in mind?
How about this? Write about a bustling city where everyone has a unique aura color that reflects their emotions.
Oh, I like that. Like a city-sized mood ring.
Exactly. Imagine walking down the street and seeing all those colors swirling around.
What happens when someone's aura suddenly changes?
Ooh, that's a good question. Does it cause panic?
Or maybe it reveals something about them?
Like a hidden truth or something?
This prompt really plays with nonverbal communication.
It would definitely make things more interesting.
And maybe a lot more awkward.
Especially on a first date.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine.
Okay, let's go somewhere a little more mysterious.
Okay, I like it. Lead the way.
Write about a floating island that appears every 100 years.
Whoa. It's like Brigadoon or something.
Right, like a hidden paradise.
What secrets does it hold?
Is it dangerous or peaceful?
So many questions.
This prompt makes me think about all those lost world stories.
Oh yeah, like Shangri-La or Atlantis.
Places that exist outside of our normal world.
And maybe hold the key to something?
Totally.
Okay, are you ready for something a bit silly?
Always.
Create a society where people are matched with their lifelong companion based on their first words spoken.
Wait, what?
I know, it's ridiculous.
But also kind of amazing.
Can you imagine the pressure on those babies?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, their parents would be freaking out.
Totally. Like trying to coach them to say the right word.
This is hilarious.
It's a fun way to think about fate and free will, right?
Totally. Like, what if your whole future hinges on one word?
It makes you appreciate how random life can be.
Okay, let's try something a little more serious.
Okay, hit me.
Imagine a post-apocalyptic world where music is the only remaining form of communication.
Whoa. That's intense. I know, right? It's like a silent movie, but with music instead of dialogue.
How would people even talk to each other?
It makes you think about the power of music.
For sure.
Like, can it convey emotions?
Tell stories.
It would have to be a very expressive kind of music.
Totally. And maybe even more powerful than words.
I like that. Okay, last one for this category.
All right, let's hear it.
Imagine a character who builds an invention that allows them to relive any day in their life. What day do they choose?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's like a time machine for your own life.
Exactly. What day would you choose?
Ooh, that's a tough one. So many possibilities.
Did you go back to a happy memory?
Or try to change something you regret.
It makes you wonder, though, if going back would actually change anything.
Yeah, what if it makes these worse?
It's like messing with the space-time continuum.
And who knows what the consequences would be?
This is why we can't have nice things.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for more.
All right, let's keep going. Okay, ready for more.
Hit me. I think my brain's officially warmed up now. All those prompts.
Right. It's like a workout for your imagination.
Totally.
Okay, what else do we have?
How about this one? Write about a character who wakes up one morning with the ability to see the future, but only for the next 24 hours.
Ooh, okay, I like this one. A glimpse into the future, but just a glimpse.
Exactly. And it's like, is it a gift or a curse?
Right. Knowing what's going to happen, but only for a day.
What would you do with that knowledge?
That's the question, isn't it? Would you try to change things or just accept it?
And what if the future you see is, like, really bad?
Oh, man, that'd be tough. To know something terrible is coming, but not be able to stop it?
It would definitely mess with your head.
Okay, this next one is a bit more, I don't know, peaceful.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Imagine a world where plants can communicate with humans.
Whoa. That's a cool concept.
Right. Like, what would they say? What wisdom would they have to share?
Plants have been around for, like, way longer than us.
Yeah, I've seen it all. Exactly. They must have some stories to tell.
It makes you think about how we view nature, right?
Totally. What if plants are more than just, like, scenery
What if they're actually aware?
and trying to communicate with us?
That would change everything. Okay, this next one is kind of funny.
Okay, I'm ready for a laugh.
Create a society where animals have human-level intelligence and can hold jobs.
Okay, that's hilarious. I'm picturing a dog doctor wearing a little lab coat.
Or a cat accountant crunching numbers.
This is great, but it also makes you think, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Like, what does it mean to be intelligent?
And what makes us different from animals?
Are we really that special?
Maybe not. Maybe intelligence takes many forms.
I like that. It's a good reminder to be humble.
All right, how about this one? Write about a character who discovers a portal to a parallel universe where everything is the opposite of their own world.
Oh, that's classic. Like Alice in Wonderland.
Or the Wizard of Oz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stepping into a world where everything is flipped.
What would your opposite self be like?
Ooh, that's a good question. Would they be good or evil?
Would you even get along?
It makes you think about all the choices you've made in your life.
Yeah, and how those choices shape who you are.
Okay, last one.
Okay, bring it home.
Write about two characters who are opposites in every way, but must work together to achieve a common goal. Classic buddy comedy setup.
Oh, yeah, I love those. Think about, like, Lethal Weapon.
Or 21 Jump Street.
They start off hating each other.
But then they have to team up.
And along the way, they learn to, like, tolerate each other.
And maybe even become friends.
It's a good reminder that we can find common ground with anyone.
Even if they seem completely different from us.
And that working together can achieve amazing things.
Well, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive.
It's been quite a journey.
I feel like my brain has been stretched in all the right ways.
I know what you mean.
So many ideas, so many possibilities.
And that's the beauty of creative writing, right?
Exactly. It's all about exploring, experimenting, having fun.
And who knows, maybe one of these prompts will spark the next great novel or screenplay.
Maybe even just a really awesome journal entry.
Absolutely. The important thing is to just start writing.
Couldn't agree more. So to all our listeners out there, grab a pen, grab a keyboard, and let your imagination run wild.
Happy writing, everyone.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. See you next time.